Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. This is the Baseball King Collectibles. I am the Baseball King. I am your host for the show, and we're glad to have you with us. For those returning, really glad to have you back. If you're watching this, if you watch me more than once, I'm happy. Thank you so much, really. And spread the word. And those who watched me once and didn't watch me again, that's okay too. And if you never watch me, that's okay too. There's no hard feelings. I love everybody. It's just you have to people don't like everything. There's nothing personal. My wife don't even watch these videos. So there you go. Okay. What do we got for today's show? We're going to talk about the Nationals coming up this week. And I was scammed. And I told you that last video. And I wasn't happy about it. And like I told you, I was pissed. I can't say the word too loud. I don't want to get a strike from YouTube. Anyway, yeah, I'm not happy. I got scammed, and it's 30 years in the making. It took me 30 years to figure out that I was scammed, all right? A little shadowy on my head, right? All right, 30 years. 30 years later, after I got scammed, I first found out. I didn't know I was scammed. I thought for sure the autograph was real. I thought 100% sure where I got it from, a reliable source, before eBay, before forgeries were existing, before autographs were even worth anything. Mickey Mantle autograph was at a show for $25 still. It was affordable autographs. Nobody had to forge anything. So I thought for sure, for sure. So we'll get to that story. But anyway, the Nationals this week. And for you guys going, I hope you have a great time. It's a good experience. I've been to one in Atlantic City many years ago. It was, nice. It's a museum in a museum. It's baseball, sports, football, hockey, basketball, golf, even tennis. Soccer's getting into the act now, I see. In the last show I went to in the Hofstra in Long Island, soccer's coming up strong with cards and, memorabilia stuff. But anyway, the Nationals, it's a place to go. If you're looking for good deals, I don't know. If you're looking to have a good time with friends, beautiful, great. If you're looking to take your son, your family, your wife, your kids, fine. I don't know what else is doing in Cleveland. Maybe there's something else, museum or something. Rock and Roll Museum is there, and maybe you hit up an Indians game or something, but not much else doing there. But if you're going to look and really get a good deal, all right, you want to get a good deal, all right, you got to go to Cleveland. So that's where it is this year. For me, just me personally, I'm looking to save some money. I'm looking to get some good deals in person. I don't want to go on eBay. I want to touch the card. I want to feel the card. I want to handle my cardboard men, okay? I want to touch it. All right, that's me. Everybody's different, But a slabbed card, does it matter if you're buying a PSA 10, 9, 8? Does it matter? Do you have to touch that? Do you have to see that in person? No. Me, I don't. I don't. You do, maybe. But some people do, some people don't. I don't. I'm doing this business a long time. You don't have. Once it's slabbed, that's it. That's the grade. Unless you want to change it and re-slab it, send it back in. It happens. It can get a better grade over time. But to trust it as a real authentic card and everything, that's fine to buy as slabs. But as far as just going on eBay, you can get good deals there too. You don't have to spend. Look, it would have to cost me to go to Cleveland. Plane. I'm not driving there. It's too long a flight. So plane. I don't know what the flight is to Cleveland these days. $500 round trip. Does that sound reasonable? Probably on the low end, maybe even. A hotel room. I'm not staying at the Holiday Quickie. I'm staying at not the 5-star. I'm staying at the good 4-star to 5-star hotel. I don't stay at a small little place. And neither do you. I'm sure most of us don't. You want to stay at a nice place, especially you're away. You're on vacation. So a hotel's going to cost you. Ubers or a rental car, whichever one, that's costing you. Food's going to cost you. Everything's going to cost you. So it's like a kind of vacation. You're spending a lot of money. But if you're just going there for cards only, just to get good deals only, are you getting a good deal after spending all of that money? Just on a good deal. Forget the friends. Forget the YouTubers who are out there having a great time. I love you guys. I want to watch every single one of you guys' videos. You're great. I love you all. This is why I'm doing my channel, because you guys influenced me big time. And that's why I'm here. Like I said, I've been on one of the first, maybe the first card show ever back in New York City. Back in the day, there was no card shows, but all of a sudden there was one in the newspaper had a little blur. There's a card show, and I went. So I've been going way back. I've seen both ends of it. Now eBay comes into play in the late '90s, all of a sudden, and the business changed. Okay, the card shows started dying out. Nobody went to card shows anymore. Didn't have to. You bought on eBay. So why do you infatuate? The National is, like I said, it's a museum. If you want to go see things you never saw before in person, the Mantle rookie card, I'm sure, is going to be there. Probably several of them. Just anything. It's not just baseball cards. There's football memorabilia. There's helmets. There's baseball bats. There's gloves. There's the old style gloves from the past. and not autographs, just the old uniforms, and of course there's jerseys hanging up everywhere, just autographed and signed. Pretty much a lot of different players. It was artwork. People make their own sensational artwork. A lot of guys out there. Fantastic artists. So the National has it. It's got you covered. There's a lot of freebies they give away. Little packs of this, packs of that. Nothing special, but still, it's worth the trip. It's a nice experience. I would go if it was closer. If it was Atlantic City, I'd probably go. Just to meet you guys. Make some videos and say hi to everybody. But yeah, I know I would go again. I might not buy nothing because, like I said, I just want to get a good deal. When I do buy something, I want to get a good deal. So I don't blame the national dealers for high prices. Look, what they got to pay, they got to travel to get there. Okay, so they're paying all the expenses. They're paying all the hotel. They're doing everything on top of whatever the tables cost. And it's a phenomenal 5-day event. Whatever the tables, it's got to be, I don't know, a couple grand for 5 days for a 5-day table. One table. So you got a lot of stuff. You got 2, 3, 4 tables. These guys are spending a fortune. So they got to make their money. But it's a business, guys. This is the business end. That's what a show is. The show is a business for guys who want to make money. They have to make money. So they have to, they're not paying rent. They're not paying this, but they're paying for the tables. And that's a lot of money. So for the 1-day event that they're there, 5-day, whatever they're there, 3 days. Some people are there various days. They got to make money too. So, like I said, eBay, you pay the taxes, you pay the fees. Dealers, you pay at a show, you pay a little higher. You're in person. It's jam-packed. Be prepared. Have a backpack, something, have a bottle of water with you. Everything's just jam-packed crowded. It's a crowded, but it's a great experience. So go if you want, and I want you to go. Take some videos. I want to watch them. I want to enjoy them because I will, and show you purchases and all that. Just, I can't attend. Hopefully we'll come to Atlantic City next year or two, or maybe a little closer, maybe Philadelphia, maybe. Sounds like a nice spot. I don't know if they ever did it there, but I'm in driving distance. I'm not flying, back and forth. Anyway, that's it for that. The National is this week, and it's going to be just probably great because, who doesn't love the National? Anyway, did I get scammed 30 years ago and I just found out? Wow. All right. Okay, here it is. This is unbelievable. I can't believe this happened to me of all people. It's never happened. I mean, it doesn't happen. It happens all the time. You hear it. But I didn't think I'd be a part of a scam. Yeah, I'm wearing my Yankee shirt. Went to the Yankee game yesterday with my family, and we had a good time. My first trip to the new Yankee Stadium, believe it or not. That's my first trip. I haven't been there since this last game of the All-Star year, and I haven't been there. So it was great. It looks just like everything's the same. The Yankee Stadium, once you're in this park, it's great. Anyway, I got scammed 30 years ago. It hurts. It really hurts. It was a guy, I'll tell you, the guy's name was James, okay? We called him Fat James because, not that he was fat, but there was a Spanish James. We called him Spanish James, derogatory, but not really. It wasn't at all back. We're in New York City. Everything goes in New York City. Nobody cares. So he was Spanish James and there was Fat James. Fat James wasn't that. He was chubby, okay? Chunky James, we'll call him. All right? For the sake of it. Anyway, he was a big autograph collector before me. He was doing this for years. Mostly basketball and football. That was his thing. Like my thing was baseball for autographs. And a couple basketball, a little football here and there. Not really. I can't even say that. Mostly, I'd say 95% of my collection is baseball autographs. All right, so James one day approaches a mutual friend of mine named Joe. Okay, a great friend, a guy I love. I still love him. Been out of contact with him for a while, but I'm gonna have to get back in contact with him. He has such a common name that it's hard to find. Anyway, this is what happened between Joe, me, and Fat James. Okay, Fat James knew I was a celebrity autograph as well as a baseball collector. Autograph collector. In person only. That's important again. In person. None of my autographs are anywhere but in person. All right. This is the only time in my life that I made a trade. Okay. I made a trade. Okay. Okay. So he knew I was celebrities and I had 8x10s, plenty. Everybody, you name it. So he wanted to know if I had any Larry Hagman. He was a big fan of Dallas. I sure do. I had the Larry Hagman with Dallas with the hat on, everything. Beautiful photo. And he wanted Diana Ross. Both of those too. So I said, okay, I got that too. And I had more than one copy of each. So more than willing to trade, depending what he's offering. All right. He comes back with an offer of either 2 out of 3 I could take. Any 2 out of 3. John Elway, Lawrence Taylor, which, these aren't big. I mean, Elway's a little tougher for me. Taylor's easy because he's in New York. We did a show last week. We saw him walking in the parking lot even. He's everywhere. Or the third one was the choice of Michael Jordan. So that wet my lips a little. Michael Jordan. Wow. And it was like 1992, 91. It was early. It was early on in his career. So, and like I said, before eBay, before autographs collecting was any big deal. Like, I go for autographs, there'd be nobody there half the time, so it was really easy to get an autograph. There was no cameras, there was no internet, nobody had photos. You could take photos with the people easy because nobody had a camera on them but me or whoever was prepared with a camera, and they would gladly take your picture back then. Now you got to pay to get a picture taken with anybody. So Spanish James wanted to know which two, so I said, of course I'll take the Jordan. And you know what, since Lawrence Taylor is easy for me to get in person, of course, because I don't pay or buy or trade. I never did this before. I'll take Elway because I never seen Elway. He doesn't come around here. He don't do shows in New York ever. And it's a big name. Elway, Hall of Famer, played for the Yankees too, so I have a little for that also. But he's just Elway. He's huge, big name. So yeah, I'll do the Elway and Jordan for why not? Good deal, right? I got doubles, so that's what you do. You make trades sometimes. For a Jordan. Which at the time, it wasn't worth a lot of, I'll tell you right now, it wasn't worth a lot of money. He was worth more than everybody else probably at the time, but he wasn't Jordan yet. He was just doing it right. He was big, huge. But the autograph business wasn't huge, all right? Mickey Mantle, like I said, was still selling autographs for $25 at a show. Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, all these guys were $20, $25. As many as you wanted, okay? There was no limit even. If I was smart, if I knew better, I would have went up to a mantle table with $1,000. I would have bought the show out. Come on, let's face it. Now he's what, $500 to $1,000, whatever you got him, on. So I paid $25 again. Pretty nice investment, but I didn't. I do got him about 6-7 times. But anyway, back to Jordan. Yeah, let's do the deal. Yeah, baby, done. Shake on it. We shook on it. I met him in person. We shook, because I knew him. I've seen him collecting in person. He's out there. He had a shopping bag all the time, a big shopping bag. And he had photos. He was prepared. Who's coming into town, different teams are coming and going. He knew all the schedules. He knew the hotels where to stay at. And it's a lot of work. So he's putting in the time and all that. So anyway, this is what I traded. I traded, like I said, my Larry Hagman photo, which I'll put up on the screen over there somewhere. And I also traded one of my Diana Ross's photos somewhere up there. All right, so you see it. Nice photos, nice autographs, beautiful. In person, I know they're real. He knows it's real because he knows me. I'm not, I'm not out there. I wasn't even looking for a deal. Here's my Jordan. I don't have the Elway available to show you. Who knows if that's real? And now I got to question that one, right? Here's the Jordan. 30 years in my collection. 30 years. I'll give a close-up more of the autograph, even if you could. It's not full blurry on that. I don't know. Let me take a look. Alrighty. Anyway, you get the drift. Anyway, had it in my collection. Just had it in the sleeve. Show whoever came over my house. Hey, you want to see my Jordan autograph? Sure. Let's see the Jordan. Now, in the last 20 years, of course. Once he retired, he became, legendary, which, past legendary. And people say he's the greatest of all time. Not me. Will Chamberlain. Absolutely. For you young guys out there, go Google, read the statistics, all that. So anyway, this was the prize in my collection for a long time. Come on, let's face it. I got Jeter. That's a big name. I got on the light reflecting on it. I got Jeter. I got, you name it, all the big names in the last 40 years. And celebrities, of course, as well. And in person, of course. That's the key. Jordan, I had no chance of getting in person. I knew it. I wasn't going to get near him at the time, 93 already. It was hard. The autograph collectors was, but Fat James says, I got about 6 of them, so I'll bring you which one I think is like one of them really, good one, I said, okay, fine. I don't expect you to give me the best one. You want the best one for yourself. So he brings me a good one, and I thought it's a good one, okay? So, 30 years in my collection, wonderful. I'm happy. I got Jordan. That's it. Not selling it. My son will take this over. My grandson. Somebody's going to want it. Who doesn't want this? But went to JSA this past winter to get some things authenticated. And everything's coming back nice. Except for that Gandolfini. I told you about that one. Had that didn't pass, I don't know. Like I said, you saw the photos I had. I met him 3 different occasions. And silly that didn't pass. Shame on you, JSA. Anyway. this is my JSA authentication. I don't know if you can see it. I'll put it up on the screen too. You could, freeze it, pause it, and you could see it better. But if you could read the top line, I don't know if you can in that. Don't think so. Anyway, I'll just pause it. I'll put it up on the screen. You guys can read it. It came back. They can't authenticate it. Does it mean it's not real? Probably. They went through. It's a whole different why they think they can't authenticate as being real. So I come back, and we were waiting anxiously. I dropped this off at JSA, and I can't wait. 6 weeks go by. 7 week final, JSA calls me. Come down, pick it up. Oh man, I wish you would have seen my face when I saw that. I thought for sure. I said, first of all, there was, like I said, there was no eBay. Nobody was doing forgery. There was nothing. You didn't hear any of that going on. Nothing. There was nothing going on bad that back then in the hobby. Really, it was fun. Nobody was even selling nothing. There was a couple of ads here and there. You'd see guys selling, but nothing major. So I thought for sure, and I know he was out there, and I know he was an autograph. I seen him get autographs. I was standing next to him when he got some autographs. So I trusted him. Little did I know, right? 30 years later, wow, the wow hit me. It's like, wow, come on, really? Seriously, James? 30 years later? Fat James, I'm looking for you. And you know what? I'm going to use my best Liam Neeson impersonation. Now, if I was Liam Neeson, okay, this is what I would say. Fat James, we're coming for you. We're looking for you. We're hunting you down. We will find you at no expense and no cost. We will travel the world till we find you, Fat James. Oh, yeah, we will find you. We want Larry Hagman and Diana Ross photos back. So, Fat James, come on, man. You watching this? I know you're out there somewhere. One day you're going to come into these videos and you're going to see this. And I'm going to find you. I will find you. Because you know what? Guys, I'm from Brooklyn. And it's in my DNA. We don't let things die. All right? That's the way I am. I'm sorry. That's the way it is. So, anyway, those of you know me, we thank you for being here. Glad you could come with me. Please, I'm asking you one. I know you guys have been watching. More people are watching than subscribed, which are the case with a lot of videos. And that's okay. But come on, guys, just hit the subscribe button one time. That's all you got to do. It don't cost you nothing. You're not going to get any spam. You're not going to get notified a million things by YouTube. Nothing like that. And then if you want to know my other videos coming up, you have to, that little bell, that bing, you got to hit the bell too. So I don't have to announce on my Facebook page to my friends, hey, I posted a new video. Hey, just hit the bell. It's easy. Do it once, okay? It's right down there. It's below. You'll do that for me, please? Please? Pretty please? Anyway. Next video, we'll be back with more adventures on my journey of the Baseball King collectibles. Thanks for watching.